Hi guys. If you want to earn something from the market, you have to learn something basic of the market. In this video, we are going to learn about what are the charges which are going to levied on the tradings, or when you are going to buy a shares from shares or stocks through trades, you are going to pay an extra charge or taxes. In this video, we are gonna list out what are those taxes which are levied on tradings. And the first one is exchange transaction charge, and the second one is brokerage charge, and the third one is GST, that's stands for goods and service taxes, and the fourth one is SEBI turnover fees, and fifth one is clearing charges, and the sixth one is stamp duty, and the seventh one is charges seventh one is depository charges. So let's learn little more about these type of charges in details. And the first one is stock exchange transaction charges. Stock exchange transaction charges. Stock exchange transaction charges is nothing but these are the fees. These are the fees which are charged or taken by the exchanges nothing but NSE and BSE. When you buy a trade, or when you sell a trade, the charge which is the fee which is taken by the NSE and BSE is known as stock exchange transaction charges. NSE is charged up to 0.00325 to 0.005% of total transaction value, and the BSE and the BSE which charges up to 0.0035% of total trade value or turnover value or transaction value. And the second one is brokerage charges. Brokerage charge is nothing but the fees or the fee which is charged by the brokers. Brokers are like Zero, the Angel One, Upstocks, etc. etc. They will charge a fee for facilitating the trade, and it's between, and the charge is between a point 1 to, and the charge it's between 0.1 to 0.5% of total trade value, or the transaction value, whatever you can call. And the third one is GST, which stands for goods and service taxes. GST which is applied on the brokerages fees. GST which is applied on the brokerages fee, which is charged by the brokers like Zero, the Angel One, Upstocks, etc. I mean, this is only applied on the brokerages fee, not on the whole turnover value or the trading value. And the GST which is up to 18% on brokerage fees, which is 80% on brokerage fees. And the fourth one is SEBI turnover fees. SEBI is nothing but Security and Exchange Board of India, which charges a fee on the total value, on the total trade value, or the total value, or total transaction value, and it's up to point 0.0001 rupees of the turnover value, or it charges a 10 rupee for every 1 CR transaction. It charges only 10 rupees for every 1 CR transaction. And the fifth one is clearing charges. These are the charges which are taken or levied by the clearing corporation, or the private corporation which help to clearing and which are helped these companies or these clearing corporation which help for clearing and which help for clearing and settling the trade and it's between 5 to 20 rupees per trade. it's between it's between 5 to 20 rupees per trade. And the sixth one is stamp duty. It is applicable to the transfer of securities, which is applicable to the transfer of securities, and its value is it charges up to 0.01% of total transaction value or total trade value. And the seventh one is depository charges. This is a charge by the depository participants, a DP, a depository participant, to maintain the demat account. Demat account. This charge up to 50 to 100 rupees per every transaction, or you can also they can charge up to 500 or 1000 per year. These are the depository charges to maintain the demat account. For example, if you buy a hundred thousand shares of the thousand shares of from a ABC company or Reliance company, anything for 100 rupees. That's a total trade value or transaction value is how much? 1 lakh, and the total transaction value is 1 lakh. Then there are some extra charges which are applied on when you are buying or selling when you are buying these type of shares. And the extra charges are as follows. The first one is as known as exchange transaction charges, which is up to 0.003 to 5 percentage, which is 3.25 in INR or Indian rupees. And the second one is brokerage fees or brokerage charges, which is charged by the brokers, and it is up to 100 rupees or 0.1 of a trade value. 0.1 of a trade value. Trade value is nothing but the 1 lakh rupees is the total transaction value. It's a trade value. And the GST on brokerage. GST is nothing but goods and service taxes which is applied on the brokerages taken by the brokers, and which is 18% of brokerage fees, which is 18 rupees, which is 18 rupees. Which is 18 rupees as a brokerage fees. And the SEBI charges is to 0.1 rupees, and as known as SEBI charges is up to 0.1 rupees. We know that SEBI charges 10 rupees for every 1 CR transaction, so the value is 0.1 rupees. And the fifth one is clearing charges, which is taken by the clearing corporation. It's up to 5 rupees. And stamp duty charges, which is up to 10 rupees, as calculated. We know that stamp duty is charges up to 0.01 percentage of total trade value. Here is the total value is 1 lakh, so the stamp duty charges at 10 rupees. After all applying charges, the total value that and the total extra charges which applied on by buying this share is 136.35 rupees, which is charged for 1 lakh rupee of trade value. You have to pay 136.35 rupees after all charges which are applied. Without all this tax, there is a 1 lakh rupees, and with all the charge applied is 1 lakh 1,136.35 rupees we have to pay at the end. Thank you.